entrepreneurship is important for several reasons as a component of economic development. So the first is job creation. New businesses are disproportionately responsible for net job creation. So I have a slide to demonstrate what I mean by that. So here we're looking at net job creation by firm age in rural Wisconsin. So this is just an example from our area here in Wisconsin. And you see that age 0 firms are disproportionately responsible for positive job creation. The more mature firms, we have a lot of existing employment. So the jobs we currently have are in those businesses. But when we think about where are the jobs over and above what we already have going to come from for this year, on net, mature businesses are actually job losers. That means that the jobs lost from contractions and closures exceed those that we gain from expansions. So we really need to have a healthy pipeline of new businesses all the time to get that positive net job creation. Another reason entrepreneurship is important for economic development is because of the stability that it can lend to our regions. So rather than investing in just one industry, for example, I'm from a small town that had a large aluminum plant as a major employer. And when the aluminum plant closed, that had really broad, widespread negative consequences for an economy. So it could be aluminum, as in my case, it might be the auto industry, it could be timber or paper. Any one of these industries, when we heavily invest in it, we become vulnerable to when that industry has a downturn. By investing in entrepreneurship, we develop industries across the whole economy that offsets the risk of any one sector. So in the long run, we end up with a more stable regional economy. Another reason entrepreneurship is important is because of innovation. So we might think of entrepreneurs as inventors, bringing new products and processes to market. And that's certainly true, but innovations can be big and disruptive and really change how we do things, or they can be incremental and modest and offer just slightly better products or small improvements over what's currently out there. I know in Wisconsin, we have a pretty robust food processing sector. And so what that has meant for me, as an example, is that there is an entire grocery aisle of cheese to choose from. So we have lots of innovations, lots of new things to try when it comes to cheese processing in this state. Another important aspect of entrepreneurship is the sense of community that it can lend to our places across the state, across the country. So I like to talk about this one because I think it's overlooked. We don't often, as economists, maybe think about the sense of community or these sort of quality of life factors as much, but certainly the businesses in our communities shape our local identity. They define what is offered, what there is to do. I know, again, I'm giving Wisconsin examples, but we have Mount Horeb, which has a great Norwegian identity and have really embraced the trolls that are carved in the statues we have throughout town. New Glarus has a strong Swiss heritage, and the businesses have really embraced that, from the products they offer to the chalet style architecture that a lot of them have on their exterior. The Wisconsin Dells, another place that has a really strong identity based on what the businesses have to offer and how they have leveraged the natural amenities there to create a community and an industry that's really identify a place. And last but certainly not least, income growth and poverty alleviation. We know that entrepreneurship is key to income growth and poverty alleviation, and we see that at the country level. When we look at GDP, we see that at the regional level when we're looking at different parts of the United States, for example. And we even see this down to the individual. When individuals engage in entrepreneurship, this can be a path to income and wealth creation and reduce the need for public assistance.